Hey, what's up guys? So whenever we see a picture taken by the Hubble Space Telescope or by any amateur astronomer or an astrophotographer, we see the vibrant, beautiful colors in the nebula and the galaxies, and it just amazes us how beautiful these things, nebulas, galaxies look through a telescope. But when we see them with our naked eyes through a telescope, the galaxies look like a fuzzy grey thing, and the nebula itself has no color in it, it's just grey. But this doesn't take away how beautiful the things in space actually are. But why can't we see those colors that are present in those objects with our naked eye? So it turns out that our eyes haven't evolved to see things in the dark. You can see color because there are two different kinds of cells, sensors of light in your eyes. One are called rods and one are called cones. Rods are more sensitive than the cones. They allow you to see in the dark, but the unfortunate part about them is that you don't have any color sensitivity in these rods, and even the resolution is a little bit lower than what you get through a cone. So cone comes in three different types. They respond differently to different color and have a higher resolution. So except for a few bright stars, most of the night sky objects are very dim for our photoreceptive cones that can detect the color. And another complication is that only few of the rods are actually present in the central part of your vision. That is why when you go for a stargazing session, when you cannot see a galaxy that is visible through our naked eyes, the guy in charge, the person, will tell you to look a little bit away from the object. That's because then the light falls directly on your rods, and this is what we call as averted vision, when you're not directly looking at the object itself but looking a little bit away so that the light falls on your rods and not on your cones. So when you're using a telescope, you'll notice you can see a little bit more color in the stars because they gather more light. Telescope essentially is just a light collecting device. If you had a big eye, more light would get collected. That's the same principle with the telescope. But nebulas and galaxies are diffused, and their light is spread out over a larger area than a star. This makes them very faint, very dim. The result is that you will not see any color in them when you're viewing just with your eyes. Even with the biggest amateur telescope, you won't be able to see it. So how does a camera see the colors in these objects? To get the colors in those images, you need to take a long exposure shot. It is equivalent of keeping your eyes wide open and letting all the light in for a longer period of time. So what your brain does, it collects in light and refreshes and gives you an image every second. Every second your brain does that about 10 to 15 times. It takes in the light, makes an image, takes in the light, makes an image. And hence, less light gets collected. But if your eye could take in all the light for 3-4 minutes straight, and then it could process the image, it would process an image that would be equivalent to what we see through a camera. But our eyes have evolved in a way that we can see the world in real time and not with a lag. That's actually a good thing, obviously. So every image, Hubble image that you see, it has a total exposure of 2-3 hours. That's why you can see those beautiful detailed image. That's it for today. Please do like the video, share the video with your friends. I hope to see you next Thursday. And as always, stay curious, stay awesome.